Here's my prediction from 2025 to 2030. Today is November 4th, 2025. And just like I predicted from 2020 to 2025, that by 2025, banks were able to custody your cryptocurrency. And let's talk about what's happened since then. Then I'm going to share with you the systematic process, the facts, figures, numbers, logic of what's about to happen from 2025 to 2030. And I'm going to share with you how I'm positioning myself. Remember, I told you guys banks were going to be custodying your crypto by 2025. We now have the Genius Act, which is a stablecoin act. We have the Clarity Act, which gives clear rules of the road for banks around cryptocurrency. That should be approved very soon here. So now your banks have clear rules of the road coming around how to custody, how to operate in crypto. And Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan, the one that told you it's used for money laundering, by the end of this year, you'll be able to use Bitcoin as collateral at the bank. So here's what's about to happen from 2025 to 2030. Is you're going to start to see the narrative over the next 24 months, 2025 to 2027. You're going to see more black swans in cryptocurrency. Now remember, this is just my opinion, not financial advice. This is my research and what I do. You need to make your own decisions. But you're going to see more black swans. And what those are going to be around, like 10/10/2025, is liquidity crisis. Exchanges collapsing. Let me be very clear. Things like Coinbase, Kraken, Uphold, Crypto.com, the big boys are going to survive. They're already deep in the banking system. They're already connected. But like 10/10/2025, that black swan, 19 billion got liquidated from the market. Remember guys, in the 1920s, the roaring 20s, margin was created. That was a new concept called margin. You could put $1 in a bank, get 10, put it into a stock, and then leverage like 70% of that stock. The roaring 20s, everybody gets greedy. It happens every single cycle. This isn't different. Money's going to be flowing like water. Interest rates are going to be low. The markets are going to be pumping, but they're extremely overvalued. And people who get leveraged get liquidated. So they'll cause black swans. There'll be massive liquidation. And what that does, it causes massive fear, just like right now. Since 10/10, the fear index went through the roof. People are like, oh, it's not going to happen anymore. But he's bailing out of crypto. And I'm like, yes, it makes the prices go down. Warren Buffett buys in their blood in the streets. I've said the same thing over and over again since 2020. You get wealthy in a bear market, not in the bull market. Over the next 24 months, you're going to start to see commercials from big banks. Custody your crypto here at Wells Fargo Bank, Bank of America, JP Morgan. You can do collateralized loans on your Bitcoin. Get a mortgage using Bitcoin. And the narrative is going to be institutional custody, safety, security, protection. The traditional banks are going to become crypto banks, digitized, tokenized. Crypto exchanges are going to become traditional banks. Eventually, you won't even have to leave Coinbase. You won't even have to leave Kraken. You'll be able to pay your bills, write your checks, do all the things that you could currently do at a traditional bank. So by 2030,